Hello all. Now we will start a new chapter called gravitation. Gravitation. First, what is meant by gravitation? Gravitation is a force of mutual attraction between two objects in the universe. It is an attraction, mutual. That means the attraction is between the two particles. It is the mutual attraction between any two particles in the universe. Here it is saying that mutual. That means it is M1 and it is M2. That here M1 pulls the M2 by force and M2 pulls the M1. So they are mutual. So it is the force. We can write it as the force acting between the two particles for their mutual force of attraction. Is called gravitational force. Okay, now the force which helps in the pulling the particles towards the earth is called the same gravitational force. It is also responsible for the pulling of the particles towards the earth, for the attraction or pulling, for the attraction of particles towards the earth. It's called gravitational force. This all represents the gravitational force. Gravitational force. This is called the gravitational force. Okay, first we will see what is the gravitational force. It is the mutual attraction between any two particles in the universe. So M1 and M2. Now the force acting between the two particles for their mutual force of attraction. That means they will attract each other. That means M1 will attract M2 and M2 will attract M1. Now it is also responsible for the attraction of particles towards the earth. It is called the gravitational force. Now we will see the Kepler's law. Kepler's law. Okay. Kepler's laws. There are three types of laws, three laws. Three laws. laws are the law of orbits, the law of areas, and the law of periods. First, there are law of orbits and law of areas and the law of periods. First, we will see the law of orbits. Law of orbit states that the sun, the planet moves around the sun in an elliptical orbit by keeping the sun at one of its foci. It states that, first we will see in a diagram. For example, this is the sun and this is an elliptical path. This is an elliptical path. This is the major axis, the minor axis, and here it is one of the planet. Okay, this is also one of the planet. It states that a planet moves around the sun by keeping sun at one of the foci. It is one of, for example, it is the center. Okay, this is the sun. The planet starts here and it moves up to here. First position is P and it is sun, and it moves here. It is P dash. So it states that the planets move around the sun by keeping the sun at one of the foci. So we can say that as the equation states that Sp plus Sp dash is equal to constant. And there are two terms regarding this. One is perihelion and second one is aphelion. Perihelion means the planet is in close the distance to that of sun. Planet is nearer to sun. It is aphelion means a planet is farther from the sun. Planet is far to sun. And there is a one. If the planet is nearer to the sun, it will move fast. If the planet is nearer to the sun, it will move fast. It will move fast because we know that time is equal to speed up distance upon velocity. Distance means 2 pi r upon v. So we can write it as r is directly proportional to velocity, or r is directly proportional to time, or r is directly proportional to time. So less distance, less time, so more velocity. Okay, or time is inversely proportional to velocity and directly proportional to radius. This is a more common relation. Now we have completed the first law. Now second law. Okay, before continuing second law, I will explain first law. First law is law of orbits. First law states that the planets move around the sun by keeping the sun at one of the foci. That means it is an elliptical path, and it is the sun at one of the foci, and it is the planet P1. It starts from this, and it is nearer to the sun. Nearer to the sun, and it is farther from the sun. Nearer to the sun, and it is farther from the sun. Okay? Nearer, it is farther. Okay. Now we got this relation, and we have 2 points, that is perihelion and ephelion. Perihelion means point is nearer to the planet, and ephelion is planet is farther from the sun. If the planet is nearer to the sun, it will move fast. Why we got this statement? Because that time is equal to distance upon velocity. Distance is 2 pi r, that means they are going an elliptical path. 2 pi r upon velocity. That is r is proportional to v. So r is proportional to t from this. And time is inversely proportional to velocity and proportional to r. Now we will discuss the law of areas. Law of areas. Second one. First we will write the definition. It states that aerial velocity is constant. It is the first one. Mean aerial velocity is constant. That means dA by dt is constant. So the planet, also we can state that the planet sweeps out equal area in the equal time. So we can say that dA by dt is equal to constant. It is the mean. From this we can state that A1 by T1 is equal to A2 by T2 is equal to constant. And this. Okay. Now we will draw the diagram. This is one of the elliptical path. Wait a minute. This is one of the elliptical path. Okay. And the planet is at here. Okay. from this we can say that the planet sweeps out same area in equal amount of time. So here this A1 and it is A2. Time is T1 and T2. So A1 by T1, that means they are in proportion. So we can say that A is proportional to time. Okay, A is proportional to time. Okay, now we can get a relation that dA by dt is equal to L by 2m is equal to constant. This is a relation. The second law. Look, first we will discuss the second law again. It states that area velocity is constant. That means dA is by dt is equal to constant. So planet sweeps out equal area in equal time. So dA by dt is equal to constant. So we can say A1 by T1 is equal to A2 by T2 is equal to constant. And to the time, the planet sweeps out area A1 T1 time and A2 in T2 time. So the area velocity is constant. That means we can say here A1 by T1 is equal to A2 by T2. That means lesser area, less time. More area, more time. But the area velocity is constant. This is the relation. Now we will see the third law. That is law of periods. It is 1 minute topic. This law of periods. Law of periods. First we will write the definition and then the formula. It states that the square of time period is proportional to the cube of the radius. Is proportional to the cube of the semi-major axis. Semi-major axis means this one. So it is denoted as A. Okay. Cube of semi-major axis. So we can write the relation as T square proportional to A cube. Here the value of A is equal to R1 plus R2 upon by 2. Here R1 is the shortest distance from the planet 1 and R2 is the longest distance from divided by 2 gives the semi-major axis. Here it is the semi-major axis. Okay, we have completed the Kepler's 3 laws.